तक।
यस बेटा।
ओके मैम।
Okay, kids, shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
So till where have we done yesterday?
We are done till 84, the first para.
Yes मैम।
Topic, till which topic?
And we were about to start life in Ladakh, but 2 paras are left for that. We are in human life.
Okay,
84 women.
okay. I'll be sharing my screen with you. Okay, let me know if you can see it. So let's get started with this only. It's not working the way I wanted to. Let's go ahead. So I think we were on life in desert, right? We were on life in Sahara
Yes.
Desert.
Yes, ma'am.
Which page number, बच्चे? Oasis we have
Page number
discussed.
84.
Yeah. Oasis we have discussed.
Ma'am, I think we have to read from some of the regions like Egypt.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Right? So some of the regions like Egypt grow all types of crops, right? जैसे हमने पढ़ा था कि mostly crops are grown in the desert areas near oasis. Why do we grow crops near oasis? Can anyone tell me that?
Ma'am, may I tell?
Yes, please.
Ma'am, as the land near the oasis is more fertile than the desert areas.
Exactly. As the land near the oasis is more fertile as compared to the desert area because we have water there, right? That's why we grow crops near the oasis.
And
Atharv
and near
Gupta,
oasis there are markets also.
beta, we don't grow their crops just because the markets are there. There are markets there only because we grow crops there. We grow crops there because we have fertile soil. If we do not have fertile soil and if we have markets there, would we be able to grow crops? No, right? So its major reason is that the soil is fertile. But there are certain areas like Egypt. Can anyone tell me how come we grow all crops in Egypt? Because there's a very important river which flows through Egypt.
Ma'am, Nile
Nile.
River.
Nile. What is the speciality of Nile? What's special about Nile?
It is the longest river in
No, yeah. It's the longest river in the world. And which is the largest river?
Amazon.
Amazon River in South America.
Exactly. Amazon is the largest, whereas Nile is the longest, right?
Longest.
So it is possible to grow almost all type of crops in Egypt is only because the presence of Nile and the farmers of the Nile Valley are known as what?
Fela.
Fellah. What are they known as? Fellahs, right? The average size of the farm is small, right? Egypt doesn't. Can you please turn your mic off, Atharv Gupta? And nobody would speak before raising their hands. Right? So the average size of the farm is usually small, okay? And the land of the Nile Valley is intensively used, right? So they grow mostly crops near the Nile Valley. The main source of livelihood for the people is trade and agriculture. Harsh Patel, your mic should be off. Right? So they mostly do what? They're engaged in trade and agriculture because we see they're growing all types of crops and it is obviously they are doing good agriculture as well. And if they're doing agriculture, they would be trading it too, right? The products which they are growing through agriculture. They know spinning and weaving and make blankets, tents, and rugs. They sell or barter these goods in the market in desert oases and buy grains, dates, and other products. Who are they here? Yes, Vedang?
Ma'am, the farmers who are called fella.
Exactly, the farmers who are called fellah. Okay? Or you can say the people of the Sahara Desert. Right? So is it clear? Is life in Sahara Desert clear to all? Any doubts with that?
No, ma'am.
Sure?
No.
Okay. Now let's start with life in Ladakh. Aditya Gupta, read it.
Can I read?
Everybody will get chance. Aditya Gupta, start.
Where do we?
We have to start from life in Ladakh.
Can I read?
Bhavya Rastogi, what did I tell you just right now? Let one person complete it first, then you will get your chance.
Civics, right?
Geography, Aditya. page number 84G.
Life in Ladakh literally means the land of many passes. It is a vast highland desert lying between the Karakoram and the Himalayan ranges. The present day, Ladakh is divided into two districts, Leh and Kargil. Ladakh covers about 1,17,000 square kilometers and includes the Karakoram Range and the upper Indus River Valley.
Okay, stop.
It's
Thank
natural.
you. Stop. Right? So Ladakh ka literal meaning, right? What does the word means? The word basically means the land of many passes. What do we mean by passes? Can anyone tell me? What's the meaning of passes?
Some type of range lies
Atharv
between
Gupta, I'll not
two
listen to your
mountains.
answer. No. I just told you something. Yes, Yashwant. You can raise your hands and then answer.
Passes are like small roads that connect two or more mountains.
Exactly. Passes are like small roads that connect two or more mountains. And Ladakh is an area which contains many such passes. Right? Okay. And it is a vast highland desert. It's one desert which is located on a very high land, which lies between the Karakoram and Himalayan ranges. In which country, kids?
Yeah.
Ladakh lies in which country? Raise your hands. Yes, Bhavya. Yes, Vedant. Yes, Vedant.
Ma'am, India.
India, right? So, and it is present in Ladakh is into two districts. They are Leh and Kargil. Can you tell me which is the capital of Ladakh?
Leh.
Leh.
Leh. Capital.
Leh.
ठीक है. Yes. And then as Aditya read, he told us that Ladakh covers about 1,17,000 square kilometers and includes the Karakoram range and the upper Indus Valley. Do you know about these mountain ranges, the Himalayan range, the Karakoram range? Have you read about these? Remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
And do we also know about the Indus River Valley? Can you name the two countries in which the Indus River flows? Yes, Yashmat?
India and Pakistan.
India and Pakistan. Absolutely correct. Yes, Aditya, continue.
Its natural features consist mainly of high plains and deep valleys. It is a cold desert. Most parts of the region are inaccessible, where the people and the cattle remain indoors for much of the year because of the cold. In Ladakh, proper cultivation by means of manuring and irrigation is done at heights ranging from 2,750 to 4,550 meters. The people are divided into shepherds who populate the upland valleys too high for cultivation and the Ladakhis who till the land around the valley villages. Cultivation in Ladakh is restricted to main valleys such as Indus, Shyok, and Suru rivers, where it consists of small irrigated plots of barley, buckwheat, turnips, and mustard. People of some areas have developed orchard and vegetable fields. Most of the people of the region herd yaks, sheep, and cattle. In many parts, the yak is the only pastoral animal that can live in the harsh conditions. Handicraft manufacturing is also important in Ladakh, particularly the production of Kashmiri shawls, pashmina, carpets, and blankets.
Okay.
Tourism has had a significant socio-economic
Thank you,
impact.
Aditya. Thank you. Right. So then he told us that as we have recently read about Sahara, right? Sahara is which type of a desert?
Sandy, hot
Hot desert. Hot.
Hot
Hot
desert. It's
desert.
hot. Right. And whereas Ladakh is
a cold desert.
Cold desert.
a cold desert, right? So it is a contrast, right? Where Ladakh is a cold desert, Sahara is a hot desert, right? And because of being so cold and being surrounded, being covered with snow most of the time, and also being at a very, very high, right? Many parts of this region are inaccessible. What is the term?
Inaccessible.
Everybody will say the term.
Inaccessible.
What's the term?
Inaccessible.
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 Everybody would say it. Atharv Gupta, what's the term?
Inaccessible. Inaccessible.
What is the term? Everybody should know the pronunciation of the term, that is inaccessible. What is it?
Inaccessible.
Inaccessible.
Very
Accessible.
inaccessible का मतलब होता है कि बहुत सारे एरियाज ऐसे हैं जिनको आप एक्सेस कर ही नहीं सकते. You can't reach there, you can't go there because they are at such a height and they are most usually covered with what? The areas of Ladakh are mostly covered with snow,
Snow.
right?
No.
Okay. So, yeah, where the people and the cattle remain indoors for much of the year because of the cold. वहाँ पे इतनी ठंड होती है कि वहाँ पे cattle as well as the people, they remain indoors. In Ladakh, proper cultivation by means of manuring and irrigation is done at heights ranging from 2,750 to 4,550 meters, right? इतने ही हाइट पे सिर्फ और सिर्फ कल्टिवेशन हो पाती है बिकॉज और ज्यादा हाइट पे जाते हैं तो वहां पे कल्टिवेशन करना मुश्किल हो जाता है. द पीपल आर डिवाइडेड इनटू शेफर्ड्स. दो टाइप की लाइक द पॉपुलेशन इज डिवाइडेड इनटू शेफर्ड्स and Ladakis. किन लोगों में divided up population? Shepherds and Ladakis. Shepherds are the people who populate the upland valleys, जो बहुत height पर जहाँ पे रहते हैं, जहाँ पे cultivation करना possible ही नहीं है, right? They only herd the cattle, right? And Ladakis who till the land around the valley villages. Till मतलब cultivate, ठीक है? वो उस लैंड को कल्टिवेट करते हैं. कैन एनीवन टेल मी व्हाई डू दे कल्टिवेट द लैंड अराउंड द वैली एरियाज एंड नॉट ऑन द हाइट्स? रेज योर हैंड्स टू गिव द आंसर. Yes, Rena.
Because there the land is fertile.
Exactly, because near the valley areas, the land is fertile, where if you go on heights, the land would be mostly covered with snow, because of which it's not possible to grow crops there, right? Then, cultivation is in the Ladakh is restricted to main valleys such as the Indus and the Suru rivers, where it consists of small irrigated plots of barley, buckwheat, turnips, and a number of vegetables. Barley, do we know what is barley?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, where is answer number 12?
Answer number?
12.
Shobit has sent the answers in the group. You can cross-check from that.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So yeah, do we know what is barley, children? Have you seen barley ever?
Garlic.
Garlic? No.
Jaw.
You can say that, right? I'm going to show you the picture of it.
Ma'am, a type of millet.
It's a type of millet, absolutely correct. Okay. And then what is buckwheat?
I'm saying.
Buckwheat is anaj in.
Let me share my screen with you. Wait a minute. Can you see it now? Can you see barley? Can you see barley, kids? On my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so this is barley, which is also
Yes.
known as, let's see, what do we call barley in Hindi? Barley in Hindi is known as jaw, right? As Yashmi told us. Right, now we'll talk about what is buckwheat. How many of you have seen barley in real life? Have you seen barley ever?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Buckwheat is अनाज. ठीक है? So this is kuttu, I think they call it, maybe. This is buckwheat.
Ma'am, buckwheat is another, then what is wheat?
Wheat is also that. Wheat is अनाज. Buckwheat is a type of अनाज, right? अनाज से बना हुआ होता है. कुट्टू का आटा सुना है आप लोगों ने? कुट्टू का आटा.
Yes,
Have you heard
ma'am.
that?
और इसकी
That's
पकौड़ी
what,
भी बनती है.
yeah, that's
Yes,
what's called buckwheat. Okay. And then the rest we know. Types of vegetables and all are grown. Right? So these turnip, what is turnip? ये तो पता होगा. गुप्ता जी, what is turnip? जो छोटी क्लास में पढ़ते थे हम. What is turnip?
शलगम.
शलजम. शलगम नहीं होता है, it's शलजम, right?
हम उहेला गज
हेला गज.
उहेला ऐसा करके आ रहा है गूगल पे, तो उहेला गज.
टर्निप इज शलजम. तो हमने छोटी छोटी क्लास में पढ़ा होता. Okay, so these are cultivated in Ladakh. Most of the people of the area herd yaks, sheep and cattle, right? अब आप बताओ इन तीनों में से which animal would be mostly seen at heights? ज्यादा हाइट पे कौन सा एनिमल सर्वाइव कर पाता होगा?
मैम
Ma'am, yaks.
Yaks. Very good.
Ma'am, yeah.
Why?
Ma'am, because they have
It is cool first.
Raise your hands and
they
answer.
can survive
Raise your hands and
the
answer.
low temperature.
Ashray beta, raise your hands and answer, right? Your answer is correct. Yes, Panchal?
And yak is seen at upper heights because it has wool fur which protects it from the cold weather.
Google.
No, ma'am, no Google.
Good. ठीक है, absolutely correct answer. Okay, because yak has thick fur which protects it from the cold weather. That's why only yak could survive in the high latitudes. Okay, so in many they have written it has that in many parts yak is the only pastoral animal that can live in harsh conditions, and यहाँ का handicraft is very popular. Has anyone ever seen pashmina shawls?
Yes, ma'am.
Shawls?
Yes, ma'am. I have
नानी
seen
के
that.
पास है. नानी के पास.
नानी के पास है. Do you know how much does it cost?
मैम
Around 10,000.
3 से 400 रुपए का आता है.
Starting from
400
6,000.
रुपए का नहीं आता है sir. It's very expensive.
Around 10,000.
It's
Starting
Ma'am,
from 6,000.
5 lakh.
Around 10,000 it
Yes.
starts.
It is also in lakhs. सुन रहे हैं आप आदित्य गुप्ता?
अब पढ़ाई तो है, क्या फर्क पड़ता
73,000, 3,40,000, 80,000. ठीक है, so it's very expensive. The one which Amitabh Bachchan wears is of around 5 lakhs. Okay, it is a very expensive shawl because it's very pure. And the people who sell pashmina shawl, no, what do? Is they do a trick. They keep one ring and they try to pass the entire shawl through that ring because it's so soft, right? The fabric is so smooth, so soft that the entire shawl passes through a ring. To claim that no, it's the original pashmina, they would try to show you this. They would try to pass the entire shawl from the ring. So it's very expensive because it's very warm and very soft and very pure, right? So
Ma'am,
pashmina, Hanji?
Ma'am, do you have it?
No. Aditya Gupta's Nani has it. He would bring it. Okay, Gupta ji, would you bring it? So that.
है. नानी लखनऊ में रहती है, इधर नहीं रहती.
So you tell Nani to courier it. Everybody would see it. Okay. नानी लखनऊ में रहती है. कहीं और रहती थी. चलिए. Let's let's talk further, right? Then, along with the pashmina shawls, the carpets and blankets of this region is also very important. Now, tourism has had a significant socio impact on Ladakh, right? Because you people might have seen a lot of people go to Ladakh to travel. How many of you have been to Ladakh? Couple of you, right? Oh, three of you, four of you. Good. Right, so a lot of tourists every year go to लद्दाख. हर साल बहुत सारे टूरिस्ट लद्दाख जाते हैं, which boosts their economy as well. Obviously बात है, अगर कहीं पे टूरिस्ट ज्यादा आएंगे तो वहाँ की इकोनॉमी बेटर होगी ही होगी.
और कभी भी गोली चल जाती
ऐसा भी नहीं होता है, कभी भी गोली नहीं चलती. ठीक है. So
है, मैंने तो खुद देखा है ना.
Leh is the most accessible town of Ladakh. The most accessible town which you can easily access in Ladakh is Leh, right?
I had to read.
No. It's very important trade center, and it lies 260 kilometer east of Srinagar. Right? Now Bhavya will read. Bhavya,
The climate of Ladakh is very cold and dry. Average annual precipitation is 84 millimeter. Fine, dry, flaked snow is frequent. Sometimes the fall is heavy. Vegetation is confined to valleys and sheltered spots where a stand grows of tamar, tamarisk, fir, tamarisk fir and other plants supply much need firewood. Leh, which is one of the major towns of the region, can be reached only by one main highway, the Treaty Road, which connects it to Srinagar in the west and to Denchok, Balijasi, Tibet in southeast. The town is located in lofty mountain region known as Roof of the World and the elevation of about 3,520 meters. Surrounding it is a ring of mountains of still great elevation. Leh is one of the highest permanent inhabited towns in the world. The economy is mainly based on trade, but growing and agriculture is also important.
Okay, thank you so much, Bhavya. Right, so the climate of Ladakh is very cold and dry. बहुत ठंड होती है, and you might have seen it's very dry. The people who go to Ladakh, they also get chapped lips, right? Dry skin, है ना? Because as they go higher, the climate becomes drier. Okay. The average annual precipitation is 84 mm only, right? The fine, dry flake snow is very frequent. Sometimes the fall is heavy. कभी कभी snowfall बहुत ज़्यादा भी हो जाती है, right? Up this we have already read that the vegetation is confined only to valleys. मतलब क्या हुआ statement का? Vegetation is confined to valleys. Yes, Panshu.
And this means that the vegetation is only possible and is done only in valleys.
Correct, right? Vegetation is mostly done only in valleys. Then, and the sheltered spots where a stunted growth of tamarisk fir and other plants supply much shelter, much needed firewood. Tamarisk, do you know what is tamarisk? Was a flowering tree, right? So इन कुछ trees से क्या होता है, उन्हें जो wood चाहिए होती है अपने आप को warm रखने के लिए और भी firewood की requirement होती है, वो इन्हें इन trees से मिल जाती है. लेह जो है ये बहुत ही major town है इस region का, जहाँ पे आप एक ही हाईवे से जा सकते हो जिसको कहते हैं हम द ट्रीटी रोड. दिस कनेक्ट श्रीनगर इन द वेस्ट एंड बलूचिस्तान तिब्बत इन द साउथ ईस्ट, राइट?
And this time, Srinagar has a temperature of -2 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, it is getting colder now in here, now here as well. As soon as those areas will get cold, we'll also get cold, right? Then the town located in the lofty mountainous regions is known as roof of the world. Lofty का मतलब क्या होता है? Who will tell me? What's the meaning of lofty? Without, do you know the answer? Meaning of lofty? No? Sarthak Agarwal? Shaurya Tyagi.
Lofty generally means something which is like elevated. In a sentence, we can use like lofty view and lay lofty view.
Lofty means located very high and covered with
Elevated in character.
very high, right? And covered with snow. Okay, very nice located. Very high mountains. Okay. And it is also known because it is so high, that's why it is known as roof of the world. What is known as roof of the world? Leh.
Ladakh.
Leh, the town of Ladakh. Okay. And it is at an elevation of about 3,520 meters. Surrounding is a ring of mountains of still greater elevation. जितनी height पे ये town है, उससे ज़्यादा height पे and it is surrounded by mountains of even greater height. It is one of the highest permanently inhabited towns in the world. पूरी दुनिया में जो बहुत ही height पे inhabited towns हैं, उनमें से एक है ये. And the economy is mainly based on trade, but fruit growing and agriculture is also important in the region. Any doubts still here? Anything to be asked? Any questions to be asked? Ranvit, good morning. थोड़ा जल्दी नहीं आ गया क्लास में बेटा?
मैम वो मैम मेरा लैपटॉप से साइन इन कर रहा था मैम.
Oh, कोई बात नहीं. You missed on one entire topic. ठीक है, चलिए.
Excuse me,
So now,
ma'am.
हाँ जी.
Ma'am, yesterday we read that Sahara is the largest desert in the world. Ma'am, but it's actually the largest dry desert in the world. Ma'am, the largest desert is the Antarctic polar
That's
desert.
largest hot or dry desert in the world, you can say.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we'll start with life in Ganga and Brahmaputra region. Who would read? Ranvit, you have joined so late. Chalo, Harsh would read.
Life in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. This basin forms the major part of the northern plains. The rivers Ganga and Brahmaputra rise from glaciers near Lake Mansarovar in the greater Himalayas. They flow in opposite directions and join together in Bangladesh to form the largest delta in the world before emptying into the Bay of Bengal. Major part of the delta lies in Bangladesh. The region has varied type of climate. The
Very
summers are
climate.
the summers are hot, whereas winters are cold. Rainfall also varies from region to region. Most of the rainfall occurs due to the monsoon winds. The major occupation of the people is agriculture, through quite a large number of people and are engaged in the industries and tertiary occupations. Subsistence and intensive agriculture is practiced in most parts of the region.
Hmm.
A number of cities have been built on the Gangetic Plain. Among the most notable are Meerut, Agra, Mathura, Lucknow, Kolkata, etc. The density of population is very high. Most of the people live in rural areas. A typical village of the region is made up of mud huts with roofs made up of thatched or clay tiles. The process of modernization is evident in some villages. Cement plastered homes, paved roads, electricity and consumer goods, including radios and television sets, are transforming traditional village life. Food grains like wheat, rice, etc., and cash crops like sugarcane, cotton, jute, etc., are abundantly cultivated here. Elephants, buffaloes, bison, rhinoceroses, lions, and tigers are some of the important animals found here.
Okay, right. So Ganga Brahmaputra Basin, kids, as you can see the map, right? First of all the maps are to be made in the notebook, as I have told you, right? The map of South, like map of Africa and South America, these maps you would need to draw, right? The rest, the map of the Ganga Brahmaputra Basin, right? And where they have marked the rest of the world, like the map of the world, those you can paste the maps and then mark them. Okay?